What up, y'all? It's me. I'm back with another video today. And in today's video, we talking about something that a lot of people, most people in the world don't like to do. Something that is one of the easiest, yet one of the hardest things that you can do as a person. And that's telling the truth. A lot of people struggle with telling the truth to others. And I wanted to start this off with a story time for myself. At one point in my life, I was dealing with this girl, right? And when I was dealing with the girl, she was cool, but after a certain period of time, my feelings for her, they began to fade. And when I say fade, I mean I stopped liking her midway through us talking, and I prolonged it and I pushed it on and I kept it going, and she could tell that I was acting different. I would not talk to her as much. I wouldn't see her as much. I wouldn't be as interested in the conversations that we had, and all of these things were wrong, but they could have been fixed had I just told her the truth, how I was feeling. I could have told her, hey, I don't really think that we should be talking anymore. I don't want to be with you no more. I don't want to mess with you no more. But I never did that. I just prolonged it, and this caused the hurt to feel even worse for her when we did officially call it off. And the way that we called it off was I eventually just said that I don't feel like we're in the space to be together. But this all came to a very short conclusion in a very confusing manner for the person, because she didn't understand, because she had felt that we were in a good space. She could tell that I was acting weird, but she didn't know that it was because of that reason. And the reason why she didn't know that that's how I felt was because when I first started feeling it, I didn't tell her. And I would always say, oh, I just got this going on, I got that going on, instead of telling her how I actually felt about her and why I was acting the way that I was. And this caused for the pain that she suffered to be much worse than what it needed to be. And I believe that the effects that you have on people can be worse on them the longer that you prolong something. If you don't do it, or if you don't tell somebody about something immediately, the longer that you wait, it's going to make that feeling feel worse. For some, not for all, but for some, and for most, I would say. This all could have been avoided had I just told the truth. And that's something that a lot of people deal with and a lot of people struggle with. They don't know how to tell the truth. They don't know how to tell somebody something, or they don't know how to be honest with people just in general with any facet of their life, because they don't know how somebody's going to take it. They don't know how to say it, and they don't want to say it because they don't want to change the situation that they're in the current moment. And I'm here to say that is a terrible way to go about life. It's a horrible way to go about life, because eventually it's going to have to come out. The truth will always come to the light eventually, no matter how long it takes. And it's up to you to decide if you want that day to be today or tomorrow or next week or next year. And the longer that you wait and the longer that you hold on to something, it builds and it progresses and it grows within you, because you're not willing to tell the truth. I want people to understand that it's consequences to these things. It's consequences when you lie to people. It's consequences when you withhold things from people that should know things about their situation with you or the situation at hand. It's a lot of karma that you can get from not telling the truth. When you think about something and you think it's a hard decision, it's hard to be made, it's hard to do the things that you know that you need to do, you have to think about it from a different point of view. For myself, with the situation and the story time that I just told you guys, would I have wanted the girl to prolong it and just feel different, not want to see me as much, not want to talk to me as much? When we do talk, she talks differently. Would I have wanted that to happen for months on end? No, I would not have. I would much rather her have told me the truth when she started feeling that way. But for me, how I thought was, well, as long as I just play it correctly and I just play it smoothly, it doesn't matter, it'll be okay. But how you feel will always seep out and pour out of you, no matter if you're trying to hide it in or if you're not. People deserve the truth, and no matter what you do, I'm always going to say be straight up and tell people and be honest with people with anything that's going on, because the truth will set you free. I know that's a cliche, and I know a lot of people hear that and say that, and they don't want to hear that, because as a kid, I also don't want to hear that. Nobody wanted to hear that. Nobody wanted to be mature with it. But I'm telling you now, as a person who is a young adult at 22, it is much better for you to get that off your chest now than later. It's much better for you to let somebody know, hey, if this happens, I'm going to do this. If you pick him on your basketball team, I'm going to guard you when we play pickup harder than I ever would, because I don't like that you did that. I don't like that you picked him. It's better to let them know then. It's always better to let somebody know then, because you're allowing it to be out there and it be known. Even when it's wrong, if it's wrongdoing that you've done. If you've done it, you have to be man or woman enough to allow yourself to be okay with letting people know that. The truth shall always set you free. Never be afraid of the truth, because it's your truth. It's what you did. If you can't be willing to tell the truth, then you should not be willing to do something. And I know people don't like to hear that. I know people don't like to do these things. People do a lot of messed up things. I understand that I've done my fair share of things as well. But in the end, it's never going to turn out good for you the longer that you wait and the longer you prolong something and the more you lie and lie and lie, because that's going to come back to you no matter what. Negative energy, negativity that you put out into the world with lying and not telling the truth and withholding the truth always come back around. And you never know when it's going to come back around. You never know what situation is going to come back around in, but it will come back around. And what's the saying that a lot of people say? What you do when you receive it, you take it much worse than when you gave it out, when you dished it out. You may not be able to handle it, and you may think that it's being unfair, but this world and God is very fair and very just. It's very, very simple. You tell the truth, you do right, you're okay. If you are in a situation where you're not doing right, I understand that's okay. We all human, we all sin. But be truthful with it, be able to tell people what's happening. And so if something occurs within a situation that you're in, you can at least say, yes, I did my wrong, but yes, I told you that this was going to happen. If you are dealing with somebody and you tell them you're not ready to settle down because you want to mess with other people, and then you guys get together and you're messing with other people, your spouse will be mad, but they can't be that mad because you already told them that if you guys did get together, you'll be doing this. You already told them that you want to still see other people. It's on them. But if you tell somebody, hey, I'm ready to be with you, and then you go out of your way and you go cheating, now you're being untruthful. Now you're not doing what you need to do. And in no way am I saying that that's okay and that you should be able to cheat if you at least let somebody know. I'm just telling you that telling the truth and letting people know what it is before it happens is always better than them finding out later for themselves. You always need to be open and honest with who you are as a person, so whoever is dealing with you or whoever deals with you in a relationship manner, in a friendship manner, in a business manner, they know what they're dealing with and they're okay with it, and they have to be okay with it because you let them know from the jump. That's all that I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you got any questions for me, hit me in the comment section. I will reply to you. Hope that you guys enjoy. Once again, this is From My Eyes to Yours. See you guys in the next one.